The Cripple Creek and Victor Gold Mining Company, CC&V, operates Colorado's largest gold mining operation, located west of Colorado Springs between the towns of Cripple Creek and Victor. Gold mining has been occurring in this historic mining district since the early 1890s. Mining begins with exploration to locate and delineate gold ore. The exploration data are then used to evaluate, optimize, and design the mining and processing operations. The current reserves are only amenable to surface mining methods, since the historic underground operations depleted the known higher-grade gold veins. Third-party consultants are typically retained to work with company personnel to prepare detailed engineering designs, compile environmental baseline information, and develop appropriate environmental protection measures that are required as part of the permitting process. Various regulatory agencies, including the State Division of Reclamation, Mining, and Safety, the State Department of Public Health and Environment, and the Teller County government, are actively involved in reviewing the information and issuing the permits. Once all permits are in place, mining may begin. The active mining process begins with the drilling of holes, approximately 40 feet deep and 16 to 22 feet apart. The drill holes are located by a satellite-controlled global positioning system mapping technology known as GPS. The drill cuttings are sampled for gold content. The holes are then filled with an ammonium nitrate and fuel oil mixture for blasting to break up the rock to be able to move it. The holes are set off in sequence with the intent to break the rock and minimize movement. Controlling the blasts in this fashion also helps to limit ground vibrations, which are carefully monitored to ensure the vibrations are within strict permit standards. After blasting, the broken rock, called muck, is marked with flags to indicate where the gold ore is located. This delineation is based upon the samples taken from the drill holes. Large equipment is used to move the rock, marked by flags to indicate which rock is ore and which rock is overburden. Hydraulic shovels with buckets big enough to pick up a small car are used to load 240-ton capacity trucks. The tires on these trucks are over 12.5 feet high. Rock with no recoverable gold is considered overburden and is moved to engineered storage areas that will ultimately be graded, topsoiled, and revegetated. In some cases, this rock is used to fill in areas that have been previously mined. Rock with recoverable gold is called ore and trucked to the crusher. The ore is crushed to maximize the gold recovery from the rock. The crushed ore is placed on the Valley Leach Facility, known as the VLF, where the gold is recovered. The VLF is a double and in some areas triple-lined zero-discharge facility. During construction and prior to activation, the VLF was rigorously tested and certified by an engineer registered in the state of Colorado. That certification was internally reviewed and accepted by the state of Colorado. A leak detection and collection system is installed below the liner system and is checked regularly to assure the integrity of the zero-discharge VLF. Monitoring results are routinely reported to the State Division of Reclamation, Mining, and Safety. Once the ore is placed on the VLF, a dilute solution of sodium cyanide is dripped over the crushed rock. The sodium cyanide solution dissolves the gold on the surface of the rock and flows down to the liner at the base of the VLF. The solution flows along the liner to the lowest point of the VLF into specially designed collection areas, and is then pumped out of these collection areas into the recovery plant. Within the recovery plant, the solution with dissolved gold, called pregnant solution, flows through a series of tanks containing carbon. The carbon is actually made up of carbonized coconut shells. The gold is attracted out of solution onto the surface of the carbon. The gold-free solution, called barren solution, is chemically rejuvenated and recycled by pumps back onto the VLF to repeat the recovery process. The gold-laden carbon is processed through a heated wash. This removes the gold from the carbon and puts the gold into a much more concentrated solution. The solution then flows through an electrowinning cell where electrical current is applied to a stainless steel wool cathode. The gold electroplates or adheres onto the cathode as a gold-rich mud and then is washed off. The resulting gold-rich mud is heated in the refinery to separate the gold from any other impurities. The resulting gold doré buttons are shipped from the site via armored carrier to a refinery where the gold is separated from other metals such as silver and sold on the open market. Concurrent with mining is constant monitoring of the environment surrounding the site to ensure compliance with all permits issued by the various agencies. After mining is completed in an area, reclamation begins. Where feasible, reclamation activities are conducted along with mining. For the majority of the rock storage areas, the slopes will be regraded and covered with topsoil. Fertilizer and other amendments are applied as needed, and the area is then seeded with predominantly native plant species that support the designated post-mining land use of livestock grazing and wildlife habitat. On some slopes, native trees and shrubs are planted. CCNV is proud of our mining operation as well as our participation in the community. In cooperation with the Southern Teller County Focus Group and the cities of Cripple Creek and Victor, CCNV has opened up our land to several public trails, giving access to the historic mining district. We invite you to visit our operations.